Hello, welcome to Cuppa Time. Today, I'm absolutely thrilled to have Netty with me. So, hi, Netty.
Hi there, Fiona. Lovely to see you.
Yes, it's been quite a while, and Netty's in a beautiful place in England. So, share with us where you are, Netty.
I have the unique honour, actually, or not unique, but an honour of living by the sea. I live on the North Cornish coast in Cornwall, in a place called Bude. And I'm very blessed to, at the moment particularly, be walking on the beach every day with my doggies and enjoying the waves and the beautiful weather we're having at the moment.
Yes.
So, yeah, I'm very lucky, really, really lucky. So, yeah, that's how I start my day, is walking in the waves and seeing the sunshine.
Yeah, and how wonderful that is. We've got sunshine here, but I've got somebody that's mowing the lawn. It's not quite the same, is it, than the sea lapping in?
The lapping waves. Yeah.
Right.
You're turning green there, Fiona.
Sorry?
I said, are you turning green there?
No, not at all. No. But I'm jealous. Maybe. No. Anyway, for the nature of Cuppa Time, we start off with what your favourite cup is. Do you have a cup with you? And can you explain why it's your favourite?
I do have a cup with me, and it is one that I really love, as you can see. And it's
got nude men on it.
It's partly it's called Naked Surfers.
Okay.
It's a bone china mug, and it's particularly special to me because it's one of the mugs that I've designed with a friend of mine and business partner. So it's part of what we do.
So is that one mug that you've got, or have you got a lot of other ones as well?
I have got several different ones, and they've all got different themes to them. This is our most popular. We did it just as a throwaway idea, actually, because we had to design several different designs, and it's a bit technical and boring, but you have to have 16 designs to a sheet to send to the manufacturers. And we threw that one in at the last minute, and it's proven to be our most popular.
Wonderful.
But I love it because it's fun. It's a little bit cheeky, and it's one of those things that was a surprise, really. And that's why it's special to me, because it's something that I never dreamed would be as much fun, and it's gone as well as it has. So
sometimes it's the things that you least expect. You might put all your energy into other things, but sometimes it's the one that you least expect that seems to take off.
Absolutely. I mean, there are others that we spent hours and hours designing and really thinking about and really giving it, a lot of thought to, and they're lovely too. But this one was just like, I'll just stick that one on,
So you've mentioned,
what do you know?
Yeah, just the way it goes. So you mentioned, sorry about not trying to talk over you, but there's a slight time delay, so I do apologise.
That's all right.
In terms of being at the seaside beach, you've mentioned that you go out with the dogs in the morning. How early is that? And is there anything else that you do each day that uplifts you?
The dog walk in the morning, we're usually out by about 8 o'clock in the morning, because doggies have to do their thing. They have a little body clock too. So walking on the beach every day. It doesn't matter if it's raining, if it's blowing a howling gale, because it can do sometimes down here because we're on that North Cornish coast. But the thing is, the beach is never the same. Every day you go and it's different because of the way the waves wash the beach, or the wind's blown the sand, or the weather has changed. Sometimes the beach is just covered in stones, and then another day it's just pure sand right down to the sea and goes for miles. It's an ever-changing landscape. It's never boring. I just find it so uplifting, and it's my soul food, I'll be honest with you. And I get so much inspiration from being down there as an artist. It's how I got really in touch with my creative spirit again, being by the sea. So
is that just the walking, or is that having this headspace to sort of think things through?
I think that's a really, really good question. And I think I hadn't had, yeah, you're right. I hadn't had the headspace and the time to really allow that creativity to tap into it. Life was too busy. It was too complicated, too much noise. And I don't mean sound noise. I mean lots of sort of noise as in too many things going on in my life.
Yeah.
And I've pared everything down, and I live a very, very simple life now. And it really has been very important to me, both spiritually, physically. My health has never been better, and yeah, I just feel very connected to where I am.
I think the things that you're saying are maybe things that other people are linking with at the moment because of the situation that we're in.
Definitely.
So, yeah,
definitely. I think finding things that are important to you, and giving it the time that you didn't necessarily have before. It's given us all a bit of a breather, if I'm honest, hasn't it? I mean, it's really interesting. We can all look at the doom and gloom of it, but I'm a great believer in, and I'm not talking about happy, clappy, unrealistic gratitude. I'm talking about, being really grateful every day for something. And that's when I do my dog walks every day with my partner, I always make it my intention to be grateful for what I have, what's around me. And I start my day with that gratitude. And even in this situation, there are still things to be grateful for.
Yes.
Every day, find those little, I find that I have to find those little things, or those even bigger things. And I think that's really important. And one of the things that I think has become particularly important for people, particularly those that are living on their own, is mental health. And really looking after that. This isn't just about the physical. This is about emotional and psychological. How do we, get the best out of ourselves, in this situation? So I would say to anyone, look for those things that you are grateful for every day, even if it's just breathing in and out. And waking up every day, having a roof over our head and food on the table. Those are all things to be really grateful for right now. And none of us knows really what the future's going to hold. So just take it a day at a time. Just take it a day at a time. That would be my and is my goal.
So that's more on a personal level, and you run your own business there. So how are you being affected in that sense?
Well, we've got a little retail shop, and obviously we've had to close that down under the government guidelines. That was a sad day. I found that really quite tough emotionally, because, I'd put my heart and soul into it, and my partner as well. We'd really, really thrown ourselves into building something we're very proud of. So closing those doors was particularly tough. But you have to shake yourself down, brush yourself off and go, okay, right, so what is it we can do that's going to help build the business and grow it in another way? So we're looking at all sorts of different angles at the moment, and things that we've actually been looking at for a while but haven't had the time to do.
I think that is the thing that a lot of people have given me feedback as. So excuse me, I've got a little bit of a tickle. It's not that dry cough, but it is a little bit of a tickle. So in terms of filling your day, you're saying that you're doing alternative things there. So in terms of the business, I think it would be a kind thing for me to just mention that after we put the video out, if you just pop some details beneath, people can see the range of things that you do. That's just
that would be fantastic. I'd love to share it. Yeah, thank you. I'd love to really share it with everybody. I think for us, my partner and I, throwing ourselves into the shop and having the passion for that. My business partner, who's a graphic designer, we've really thrown ourselves into our design.
Catching this cough.
It is. Thanks for that. And I would honestly say that we've built it out of love, of design, love of nice things, love of our planet, because we're trying to, where we can, be very mindful of the products that we create and the impact they have on the environment. So that's one of our core values in what we do. So we are trying to develop and are developing products that people can really feel confident that we've done all the homework for them, from our clothing to our bone shiner mugs. Hopefully your bone shiner mug will last for life and you won't need to, you know, necessarily buy another one unless you break it. So
unless they buy another one of yours.
Unless they buy another one, of course. So yeah, we've created it from love, and there's so much more we're going to be doing with it. So we are going to be sharing a lot more with people. So you can follow us on Instagram and see what we're up to. Yeah.
Lovely. So you said a word a minute ago, homework. You said that you've done your homework. What I'm asking people as we come to an end is, if there's anything that you've done in your life that people wouldn't expect, or something that's been new or a challenge to you that you never thought you'd be doing.
Wow. Yeah. Lots of different things. The biggest one for me, I think, has been looking at developing our till system in a shop. I never realised there was so much involved. If you're going to do it right from the start. We're on our third till system now, and third time lucky is all I'll say. But the technical side of it has been really interesting. I've had to learn so much from, you know, how to develop barcodes and categorize products, and there's a lot of detail involved. And it's not until you get stuck in that you realize actually retail is quite an interesting field. I never realized that there was so much involved in it. And I've enjoyed the challenge. I really have. The only downside is that it's taken me away from the creativity that I've needed to do, and the drawings and things that I love to do. It's kind of put a halt on that for the moment. But we're nearly out the other side of it now. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be able to get back to the drawing board and do what I love. So
I think what you're saying is rather interesting, because we have the things that we love, but work or passions, well, not so much passion, but work and the things that we need to do sometimes can take over, and it's having that balance. So now that you've done your learning, and actually my granddad always used to say, whatever place you're at in life, always learn. You might not want to learn something sometimes because it's not interesting, not appealing to you, and quite frankly you think someone else could do it better. But he said to always improve your mind, always improve your body, and do these things. So I guess once that's out of the way, you've got an even keel on your creativity and your work side.
No, totally agree with that. And I think it's really getting to grips with something as well, and really understanding your business. You know, if it's part of what you do, it's really getting to the nuts and bolts of it. So I'm hoping at some point, and the plan is to grow the business and to hand that over to somebody else. But I will still have a really deep understanding of what underpins what we do, because I've done it. And I think that's important for any business owner, or anything that you do in life. It's been a valuable lesson, and having the time to do it, you know, because I'm at a point in my life where I can spend time learning. But I don't think we ever stop learning, Fiona, do we?
No, well, that's it. But one thing I do know that you do, and other people might not know that you do, is singing. Tell us a bit about that, Netty.
Oh gosh, yeah, I used to. I don't do it at the moment. I'd love to get back to it, but I used to sing in a covers band, and it was great fun. We did it for many years. I was certainly involved for about 15 years, and we used to raise a lot of money for charity. So it was, you know, weddings, funerals, bar mitzvahs, we'd be there. But yeah, it was great experience. And for me, one of the biggest things it taught me was confidence. And not to worry about what other people think of you, because you really are on the stage when you're standing up there very exposed, and you're opening yourself up to criticism. So, you know, the times that I used to forget my lines or my words rather in a song, or I just got to the point where I just, you know, fudge through it and make it look like it was part of the song.
Well, isn't that the thing, whether it's presenting on a stage or in a meeting or giving a presentation, whichever way it goes, because some people do know, some people don't. I did puppeteering for a lot of years and still have my odd little bit into that. But, you know, if there's a mistake, carry it through. People that are watching you haven't got a clue. Anyway, in terms of your singing, I'm sure you can sing in the shower or sing in the beach, but people might think you're a bit odd if you're singing on the beach, I suppose.
The hills are alive.
I was talking out loud, just expressing something as I walked on the heath local to us. And then I saw some people were behind a tree and I sort of pretended that I was on my phone talking to myself. Anyway, I digress. Thank you ever so much for your time today. It's been a real pleasure catching up.
Oh, absolutely. It's been too long.
Yeah, well, time goes, and this is another time where we're all connecting again. So thanks ever so much, and I'll hopefully catch up with you soon. Thank you, Netty.
All right. Take care, Fiona. Speak to you soon. Bye. Bye.